So this is what's left of an 04-ish Chrysler Sebring convertible that killed its 2.7 V6, so we're gonna put a new one in it. So we drained the oil. This is what nasty brown stuff came out of the engine, and there was just a teeny little bit of it. That's from the radiator, but that's what drained out of the motor itself. And then over here is the oil pan full of chunks and glitter. And this is the cradle in there that is, besides the part that faces the bottom of the oil pan, this is the top, and it's full of glitter, but it's almost dry. Piece of shit. What's everybody doing this morning? So behind me, I've got a 2007 Chrysler 300 SRT with the 5.7 Hemi in it. Guilty pleasure car of mine. I absolutely love these. So this car had an engine put in it not too long ago, and it was leaking oil really bad, like really bad, right after the engine swap. So they brought it down here to us to see if we could locate where it was leaking oil from, and I went to check the oil and I couldn't. There was no dipstick, not even a dipstick tube. This is not the one that uses the computer, the onboard computer and the level sensor. This one has a dipstick. It's supposed to be on the passenger side at the front of the cylinder head. So we threw it up on the rack. You can see everything is just covered in oil. And oh, what is that? Right there. There's our dipstick tube. And as you can see, there's nothing in it. It didn't even break off in there. It's just nothing. They just failed to put an oil dipstick tube in this car. And so as you're going down the road and you're hossing it and stuff, it's just pushing oil out of the valve cover. I mean, the oil pan is sloshing and just, I mean, it's getting all over everything right here. My biggest question is, what shop put a motor in a car, went to put oil in the new motor, and was like, hey, I can't check it, I can't find the dipstick, and then just decided that it wasn't a problem? I guess they just measured out the amount of oil the car holds, filled it up, and sent it out the door. What's even more concerning is that it's leaking oil at a pretty substantial rate from the pan, but you can't check to see how much it's leaked. So you're just blindly adding oil? Nope. They weren't putting any oil in it. They were just driving it, hoping that they could figure out what the problem was. Maybe they were just overlooking a dipstick. So the new dipstick just came in. I'm gonna install it on this Chrysler 300, but come on, guys. Good morning, patrons of TikTok. Today I bring you a 2003 Dodge Ram 1500, and man, this thing is a cream puff. Under the faded, dented, scratched hood, we've got Dodge's just awesome 4.7 liter piece of junk with some blown head gaskets. Let's pull the strainer out of the, oh yeah, there we go. Looks like mustard. And because they drove it even after it was overheating, it's got a nice bottom end knock. Comes complete with the camouflage package. Oh yeah, very nice, all the way across. I'm sure that's all in the air duct system now. Got mismatched tires, of course, because used car special. And they're all completely bald. 214,000 miles. We're missing our window switches. Our seat is missing all the padding on the corner. The dash, well, it's a Dodge, so you can take a piece home to mom. Maybe they had a nice radio in it, I'm not sure, but they just ripped the dash apart to take it out and didn't leave the piece that goes back in here, so half the dash is now missing. It's just chilling in the floor. I'll give Dodge credit where it's due. Unlike a GM, the armrest is in pretty good shape other than that, and the latch works perfectly because, you know, that's the only thing they did right. We've got an awesome crack right across the windshield. It starts way over there in the corner and ends on the driver's side. We're missing the trim on the A-pillar for the driver's side. And this thing showed up with one very wore out key and no clicker. So this is what you get. Bumper's got a really nice dent in it right there. Someone added this shitty looking heavy duty decal from O'Reilly's. I guess the bumper didn't get the memo. It's also got dual exhaust. This is actually just the factory piping. And on this side, we've got some nice fence posts that they cut at an angle. Oh yeah. Spare tire's been relocated to the bed. And the battery, absolutely dead. Go figure. And wouldn't you know, they want a motor put in this truck, because they're gonna sell it. Yeah, of course they are. So over here is our junkyard, 4.7, because definitely not gonna put a new one in it. And maybe if it was four-wheel drive, you could take it up north, since this is a southern rust-free truck, and it might be worth 3,500 bucks. But not here. Not here.